But my thing is like I think there needs to be like a cap on it. Like I don't agree with certain amounts for some guys. Like I remember I saw one kid at a high major. Like he's a really good player, but I think he's averaging like 12 and 10. He's asking for like 5 million, and it's just like like I don't that for me like that's all right, we got to draw a line. You know what I'm saying? So like, I agree. Like they need money because they are making money for the school, but we're talking about like 5 million for one season. Like when you tell me if I'm paying for a kid and I'm getting 5 million, like you need to be averaging 45 and 40. Like that's what you need to be averaging. Like that's just bottom line. Like I'm not taking nothing less than 2K video game s numbers. I'm not taking 12 and 10 for I can find that somewhere else. But I do think like it's not gonna last that long because I just don't think it's sustainable. I don't think paying kids that much for 1 year uh really makes sense. And like okay, you pay him 5 million this year. All right, he leaves, you want somebody better. You're gonna pay that kid 8 million. You know what I'm saying? So like the kids that are one and dones, like the Bonsas, okay, that makes sense. But like now, like all these kids want 1 million, they want 500,000. Who's gonna keep paying all this for one season rentals? And that's the thing. So I don't think it's gonna last forever. I think the money them getting paid will, but if they can get a cap on it, then I think it'll kind of even itself out because right now it's just kind of like a wildfire. Like obviously the playing field's kind of even out amongst the Power Five, but I don't think people can sustain this kind of, what I'm saying? Like, you're really just kind of like throwing money away at this point, especially if you're
Yeah.
not winning the championship.
I think the beauty of America, it's like we're a free market. It usually levels itself out. Like baseball doesn't have a salary cap, like the NBA obviously does, because the Lakers would pay way more. I think it will even itself out eventually. But the thing that I like is the rev share, right? Because that's supposed to come
Yeah,
out of the athletic revenue. Whereas the other NIL deals are just if Nike wants to pay you or something like that. And I think the way they have it set up, it will even out and it will work. But at the same time, it doesn't help when a guy like Yaxel, because Arkansas was looking into him and talking to him, and then Cal doesn't pay. He's like, look, you're gonna get paid, but you're not gonna get paid because he's like, I can't have some dude on the roster making $5 million because it's gonna get in the locker room, and that's not gonna
yeah,
be good, especially when
fact.
he's getting his butt beat in practice by a guy that's
Yeah,
making 200K.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but then Yaxel goes on, and now they're in the championship. So there's that side of it, right? The guy from Kansas that I think Arkansas really wants right now, he's worth 5 million. He's the defensive player of the year in the Big 12. But I think you hit on it. And my only other point I would have had on it is that like the guys like the Darius Acuffs, the Darian Petersons, the DeBonzas, like those dudes that if the league would just drop the draft to like 18, like they'd probably be
they don't have to do.
undrafted.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think like 5 million is reasonable for someone like that because that's what they probably would have made their rookie deal, and they're risking coming to college and lowering their draft stock or getting
yep,
injured.
right. No, I mean it just like I said, it's a fine line. Like you said, I do think it'll even itself out. But yeah, man, we got to find that balance. If we can find that balance between making sure these kids are okay and giving them kind of like a head start because they do deserve a head start because they are the hours you put in. It's not just the games. You know what I'm saying? Like we're talking about waking up at 5 a.m. You got weights from 5 to 7. You got class from 8 to 12. You got film from 12:30 to 1:30. You got shooting. You got practice a team practice from 2:30 to 5. Like your life is centered around the sport, and that sport is making the team money, making the school money. So I respect that. But at the same time, bro, I don't need it to get to where these kids can just lose the respect they have for the game. That's kind of what it's looking like sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Not all kids. There's kids that still gonna have the passion, but we're getting to a point now where it's like, kids are in it for the money. If you don't love the game, for me, as good as you are, like you don't deserve the money if you're not a first round pick, and that's gonna be like 3 kids that are 18. The other million kids that are all right. Like, what do you know? What I'm saying, like, what is driving you? And if the thing that's driving you is money, then it's like the game's gonna look watered down. It's not gonna be good because you're only playing for one thing. Because like I said, like once you get the money at NIL, like you get it, you know, that year. Like they can't take it back, and there's no. Oh, if you don't do this, like no. Once you get the money, you get the money. Like some coaches have a fine, but other than that, man, it's just like these kids are taking the money and they're running. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So it's too much of a wildfire right now. That's the I don't really respect.